we're live.
Hello and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 229. I'm Pete Braley, along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator, and the all-around great guy. Let us not forget.
Yes.
The all-around great guy.
Yep.
That's my son, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Good
If anyone's
morning.
wondering why I have an ego problem, it's this guy right here. Every day,
The
it's
all-around great guy.
Matt, you're so great. I'm like, I know. Give me a day off.
Another day where I have to be great. Mm-hmm. Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is to always start your day off on a positive note. So if you like what we do, please hit the like button, the thumbs up, and subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. We are live on YouTube Friday mornings at 8, but you can also find us on all of your favorite podcast apps. Coming up today, we have a brand new Stumpah for you. It is back to school time and a question about your favorite after-school snack. What did you reach for when you got home? What's the best way to study? We have a story about that. And Feel Good Friday, of course. And Foodie Friday is coming up, where this week I was pleasantly surprised. Mm-hmm. All right. We got that and a lot more on the way. Thank you so much for tuning in today and checking us out. I noticed we've been having a few more viewers every week.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And also we're on all the socials too. We're on he's got all kinds of videos now going on TikTok. I'm not allowed to go on TikTok, by the way.
What do you mean? You're allowed to go on TikTok?
I'm not allowed to post to TikTok, I should say.
Well, I don't want to keep throwing different things at you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like if I keep throwing different things at you, confusion could set in,
It could.
We have our different jobs. TikTok is just my job. I mean, it's the same video. You see all the videos.
Facebook is mine, so.
Every time something happens, I run to you.
Yeah.
Anytime we get a hate comment, I run to you. I'm like, Daddy, somebody said something bad about us.
What did that guy say about us on TikTok?
No, that was actually Instagram.
Oh, was it Instagram?
Yeah, we're doing something right, guys. We're getting hate. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what he was telling me this week.
Yeah.
He says, hey, we're doing something right. People are hating.
Mm-hmm. No, they said something. We posted. Well, the best part is it wasn't even a game that we posted. We post a lot of games.
Right, we do post.
This one, it actually wasn't a game.
No.
That I posted, and he was like, you know what game you guys should play? Who watches your show? Got him. Idiot. That wasn't even a game. Don't you feel stupid?
I've always felt, when you have comments like that, it's like, look, if you didn't like the video, if you didn't like our shtick, just scroll by it. Why do you have to take the time to, zing us?
Now what you don't understand, we're famous now.
Oh, is that it?
Oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah. It's finally set in. It's about time. It's about time people started realizing. Yeah.
Labor Day weekend is here. Wow, a little chilly actually this morning.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you really turn the heat on in the trunk?
A little bit. light heat. Well, let me say this. You know how there's the AC button?
Yes.
I unclicked that for the first time in months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could have used a light sweatshirt. I didn't wear one, but I could have used one.
I think it's 60 degrees here this morning.
Winter time.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love it. So, Labor Day weekend, the unofficial end to summer. Now, I've never thought of it that way, mainly because I didn't want to think about it that way.
True. Plus, scientifically, that's not true.
Summer ends what? Like I think it's
20th or the 21st, 22nd.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. They keep changing.
Right.
Those silly things.
You do hear the weatherman on TV talk about it. This is meteorological fall.
Okay.
They break it down to September, October, November is meteorological fall.
What does that even mean?
Then December, January, February is winter. March, April, May is spring. June, July, August is summer.
I feel like it's just a bunch of nerds were like, I don't like how it's not evenly split into fourths. That's me. I am one of those nerds.
Big weekend for barbecuing. I read this morning that, according to a survey, 61% of Americans plan to barbecue over the Labor Day weekend. 61%. That is bad.
Are we? We are, correct?
I think we'll do something
Saturday?
on the grill.
Yeah,
Saturday. Don't worry, though.
What?
If you decide to have a hot dog, I steam it for him.
I don't say it enough. He's a good guy.
Oh,
he's a good guy.
He doesn't say it enough because it'll go to my head.
Exactly.
Is what he says.
Yeah. No, I said that before the show as well. Yeah. We'll get to the shelves in a second. But no. I'm a big steamed hot dog guy.
He does not like a grilled hot dog. And last week we had some family over. We had hot dogs, linguiça dogs, pasta salad, and potato salad.
Garbage, in other words. Yeah. But I do want to clarify. Nothing against grilled hot dogs. I'll eat a grilled hot dog. I just prefer steamed. I think steamed is far superior.
And it's really easy to do.
Yeah.
So I just do it.
He's a good guy. He likes me.
Oh, I also read that if you're looking for a theme for your cookout, which I've never been a theme guy, but
I thought like a cookout itself was like its own theme. Like it's a cookout.
You could have, it was suggested that you have an all-white cookout. You know, white shirt, white pants, or white shorts, white sneakers.
That's just an awful thing to wear to a cookout, though.
That's true. I got a barbecue stain on my white T-shirt.
Yeah.
Little Tim McGraw.
But now it's going to be like, I got a barbecue stain on my whitey tighties. Tighty whiteys. Wait. Whitey
tighty whiteys.
Tighty whiteys.
Tighty whiteys.
For some reason, neither one felt right.
Of course, if you have a barbecue stain on your tighty whiteys, why are you running around in your
It's a crazy barbecue.
tighty whitey?
I don't know what's going on there.
The reason behind that being, it was an old saying that you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day.
Right.
I think we kind of put that aside.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where.
That was an old-fashioned sense.
Yeah.
It is Friday, September 2nd, Labor Day weekend here. It's National Blueberry Popsicle Day. It's okay.
Is that a thing? Blueberry popsicle? I mean, there's blue raspberry.
I've had blue popsicles, but you're right.
But most of the time it's blue raspberry.
Right, right.
Blueberry popsicle?
It's National VJ Day. It recognizes the Allied forces' victory over Japan during World War II. It's National Chianti Day, if this is a wine night for you.
A nice Chianti.
National College Colors Day, which is not a big, we've talked about this, not a big thing around our area. You know, we're not really into college sports around here because we have the big pro sports teams.
Right.
But in some parts of the country, today's the day to wear your, Ohio State red and your LSU purple.
Or yellow.
Yeah. It's National Food Bank Day. It encourages you to commit to contributing to the cause that believes no one should go to bed hungry. And it's also National Lazy Moms Day. And the reason they have this is because they say mom's never lazy. So today is her day.
That is true for my mother, Trish.
My name's not Trish.
Trish, take a day, girlfriend. Take a day.
It delegates everyday mom jobs to someone else. I think Sarah is going...
Peter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Sarah is going to clean the kitchen today.
Good.
So that's cool.
It's about time she started,
I wrote you down
doing
for...
something around the house.
I wrote you down for cleaning the bathroom.
I'm busy working on your show.
Oh, I see. On the date book, this must have been so confusing. On this day in 1752, it was the last day of using the Julian calendar in Great Britain and the British colonies, including America, to sync to the new Gregorian calendar. 11 days were skipped. So the next day was September 14th.
Oh, that's confusing.
So here it was, you wake up at September 2nd, and then tomorrow is September 14th.
I bet all the dads were like, get ready for all the jokes. Wait, what happened? I was asleep for 11 days? I went to bed and it's 11 days later. Who's the president? Like they probably went crazy. They were feasting on that joke.
I also read like the name, I mean, welcome to September, but the name September is from some Greek or whatever word.
The 21st night of September.
That's right. Everybody remembers Earth, Wind, and Fire this month.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. But I guess the name September means 7 because this used to be the 7th month.
That's annoying. That's really annoying.
And isn't...
Wait, that makes sense. Wait, no. Never mind. I was going to sound really stupid.
Isn't October, isn't that 8?
A lesson for everybody. Think before you speak. That's what I just did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yep.
And
now there's no clip of me being stupid. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah.
November, would that be 9? And then December
that makes a lot
would be
of sense.
10?
Yeah.
And then they threw in 2 more. So.
And but we couldn't just like shift, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we couldn't just shift September like, hey, this is now the 7th month, guys, because it makes sense. Instead they were like, hey, we're just going to keep on going with the good old English language and make no sense with anything.
And like you've said a number of times, that time. We made time.
True.
We created time.
Yes and no.
We put limits on things.
Yeah. I mean, the thing, like Earth spins in 24 hours. We just kind of like recognized that and divided it. So like yes and no, I would say.
All right.
But also, this is another reason why I don't think aliens will ever come to this planet. Because they'll try and figure us out first. They'll watch from a distance and they're like, wait a second, shouldn't that be the 7th month? They're like, no. And then they're just going to turn around and leave.
There's a lot of speculation that aliens have already come here. And
and saw what happened and they were like, I'm out.
And some people think they're still here.
Should we tell them? This is the first all-alien podcast. We've been keeping it a secret, but we thought we'd let you guys know.
Only one other note on the Datebook. It was on this day in 1969. The first ATM in the United States was installed. It was in Rockville Center, New York.
That must have been pretty crazy concept. Like vending machine for money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe back then there was a little person inside handing out the money.
Maybe. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Celebrity birthdays today. Terry Bradshaw from Fox and the former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback. He's 74.
Wow.
Still doing the show. Mark Harmon of NCIS fame is 71. Football's Eric Dickerson is 62. Actor Keanu Reeves is 58. And actress Selma Hayek is 56. All right, who do we have? I see the chats are bumping.
Lots of people. Everybody settled down. I can't even keep up. Everybody talking about the temperature. Abby's got 42 up in Vermont.
42?
Yikes. Get the winter jackets out.
It was great to see Abby and the kids. They came down for a visit this week.
Very nice. Gales in Virginia Beach, 74 in Virginia Beach. Very nice.
That's chilly there too, right?
See, I kind of like what we got though. Like I was able to wear jeans today comfortably, which I was really pumped about. I love fall weather for wearing clothes. Yes.
There you go.
There it is. Diane says, and no white before Memorial Day. Stupid rules. Good thing I break all the rules. There we go. Perfect.
They're made to be broken.
I don't think it's that big of a thing anymore. I really don't.
Yeah.
You probably got like 3 people in the crowd that's like, oh, look at Debbie wearing white.
I think.
What a bitch.
I'll have the list of, September's this, that, and the other month. I'll have that coming up. But I think one of them is, it is fall hat month when you're supposed to switch from wearing a straw hat to a felt hat.
Oh, no one told me.
So I got to get rid of my straw baseball cap.
I guess. Yeah. Do they make that? I don't want to know.
No.
And Abby did say, am I seeing new things on the shelves or have they been there? I'm also half awake. No, you're seeing one new thing.
One new thing. Ta-da.
I don't like this here. It's going to move because I block most of it. But it's a little on-air sign.
Got an on-air light.
It lights up. We
got to figure out a different place to put it.
Let's do a little shelf tour real quick. Peter, what's the little stuffed animals you got?
Little stuffed animals? Okay, well, beside...
Cat's leaving. Okay, sounds good. Bye,
Cat.
Interrupting a live show.
I know, huh?
How dare she?
I mean, she's acting like it's her house or something.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So...
She's yelling from down the hall.
So anyway, the stuffed animals behind me, that's... what is it? What are their names?
Oh, my goodness. Simon and Garfunkel. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Waldorf.
And...
Stetson?
Maybe.
Yeah.
They're
from the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
They're the guys that always, hey!
And?
That was disgusting. I loved it.
They're Marley and Marley from the Muppets Christmas Carol.
That's right.
Yes.
That's why you put them up there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. But anyways,
I used to joke around. They were the morning show consultants.
Yeah. They were in your office for years. Yep. So now they're here.
They were the ones who critiqued every show. That was horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved it.
It's the piece of your old show.
Yeah.
And then the Dolphins helmet because for some freaking reason he's a Dolphins fan.
Do I have to explain this again?
Nah, well, football season's coming up. You'll do it plenty of times.
Okay. There. And then we also have the old time radio behind me, which does work, by the way.
Yeah.
And then there's a little thing, a little book thing that I wrote.
Yeah. Everybody go buy it. Go buy it.
Which is still available at Amazon.com.
Go buy a book so we can have burritos this weekend.
It's called I'm Not Done Yet.
That's the goal. So. Up here we have the date. Times man-made. Yes. On air, we have a Patriots helmet because I'm a Steelers fan. We have Dwight because I'm obsessed with The Office and I have no friends because I watch The Office so much. And then a fake plant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shelf tour. Thank you. And Jethro. Really, the only reason people watch.
Which we still do we have to switch to a fall? We don't have a fall Jethro. We have a
Halloween
Jethro.
We'll have to pick one up. I think that's the last one we need to buy.
Something for early fall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, wait, no. I think we have one for November that's just a fall one.
Oh, okay.
So I think we could probably use that one. So I think we might be good on Jethro's. We'll see.
And by the way, if you can't read our sign here, this is our motto. It says, "Don't rush me. I'm still deciding whether to be productive or not."
Yep. And this is just a little plant that my mommy bought me. Yeah. So shout out.
There you go.
My name's not Trish.
There's our studio.
All right, let's get going with the show.
All right, what's
Everybody
going
probably left by now.
You know how baseball games have proposals in the stands, and they often feature messages up on the jumbotron. Mm-hmm. So it's surprising when someone gets turned down in public. And yes, it happened this week. The Milwaukee Brewers posted a bunch of messages on their big video screen Monday night. One of them said, "Mark, your friendship means the world to me. Let's not wreck it."
Oh. Why on the jumbotron?
The next morning, the Milwaukee Brewers star Christian Yelich made the whole thing even funnier by tweeting out, "Down 2 in the 8th inning, the dugout looked up and saw this and said, 'Let's win one for Mark. We got you, man.'" They felt
insane.
bad for Mark.
Yeah, I mean, justifiably, I feel.
So what happened? Well, the Brewers scored 2 in the 8th to tie the game against Pittsburgh, and then they had a walk-off home run in the 9th, and they won the game for Mark 7-5. All right.
I really hope this was a joke. Like, I hope it was like two friends, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go viral if we do this. Like, let's do that." I really hope.
I didn't think of
Why
that.
would you do it that way? I mean, granted, it's probably this like equally as embarrassing though if you get proposed to and you don't want to marry the person. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that okay? I don't think that's okay to do.
Had to be a joke.
But also, don't propose at a baseball game.
No.
Number one, cliche. Number two, a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Unless you're like for sure of two things. Number one, that they'll say yes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, you've been dating for 7 years and like you know they're going to say yes. And number two, that they're okay with it. Please don't propose to somebody at a baseball game if you know they're going to hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good thing.
Anyways, poor Mark. Shout out Mark.
Hey, why don't we get right to the Stumpah?
Let's do it.
All right. Our Stumpah today, and we were talking about it yesterday, and we thought, is this too? I don't know. Might be an easier one for you.
Already elaborating before you even read the question.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take it easy.
According to a survey, 44% of moms think it's fine to give this to an infant. About 10% said that you should wait until at least age 12. What are we talking about? What is it?
Proposing in a baseball game. It's
Yes.
okay for not okay for an infant. 12,
No.
okay, not for an infant.
According to a survey, 44% of moms think it's fine to give this to an infant. About 10% said you should wait until at least age 12. What are we talking about? Put your answer in the comments. Put your answer in the chats, and we'll see if we get a winner in just a few. Don't forget, you can follow our socials during the week. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And like and subscribe to our YouTube if you haven't done so already, because it would really help us out.
Please.
You can reach us during the week. We have email. It's the Pete Braley Show at gmail.com.
Just say hey.
And our voicemail number, if you ever want to, if you're listening to us on the podcast, or if you watch this later in the day, you want to make a comment, you can call our voicemail number, which is 774-473-9910. And we'll have that posted at the end of the show.
Or if you just want to say hey. I won't answer, but I will take the voicemail.
Yeah, we'll take the voicemail.
Life would be too crazy. Can you imagine if we had like a tip line? People would just call. Or not even a tip line, just like a conversation line. They just called.
3:30 in the afternoon.
I picked up. Hey, what's up? They were like, hey, hot dogs grilled or steamed? Steamed, I guess.
Hey, I made some potato salad. You want to come over?
Oh, everyone would call me.
Yeah, they would.
That's the thing. I offer to speak live on the internet, right? Which I'm fine about. But now every time there's anything to do with potato salad, everybody hits me up.
Everybody thinks of you.
Yeah. And it's funny. But at the same time, guys, I've heard it before.
Yeah.
I don't like potato salad. It doesn't taste good. Yeah.
Doesn't like it. Anyways. All right, what do you got? According to a survey, 44% of moms think it's fine to give this to an infant. About 10% said you should wait until at least age 12. What are we talking about?
Abby says medicine.
Medicine. Nope.
Not it. Gary says soda.
No, not soda.
Not soda. Gail says cell phone.
No, not a cell phone.
Not a cell phone. Emily says shots.
Shots.
Are
we taking
My buzzer's
shots,
like a
or
little bit
are we
laggy.
giving shots?
I was trying to get that on rhythm. It wasn't working. Either way, incorrect. Gail says keys.
Keys?
Incorrect.
No.
Well, I mean, what good is an infant with keys? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a logical guess, Gail. I'll give you that. But, like, who's giving an infant keys?
It can. I used to do it at times.
You have your 6-month-old. You're like, hey, can you take this and unlock the door? I got my hands full.
What it does is it fascinates them. So it kind of like if they're acting up, give them keys, and they're like, oh wow.
Yeah. Next thing you know, your car is in neutral driving down a hill. You're like, you haven't even gone out of my sight. Anyways, Emily says an iPad.
An iPad?
Incorrect.
No, not an iPad. No.
Abby says their own Facebook page.
Oh no, not that.
That's a pretty good guess. How do you feel about parents that make a Facebook page for that baby?
No, I'm not in favor of that. I mean, if you're doing it to post pictures of the baby, put it on your page.
Yeah.
You know?
This just creeps on the internet.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
It's not a safe place.
Let's see. What else do we have? Diane says vaccinations, but I hope not.
No.
Well, not political. That was just a good answer.
Yeah.
And incorrect is that
Incorrect.
answer. Emily says social media.
No.
Incorrect. Abby says milk.
No, not milk.
Incorrect. Gail says piercing.
Piercing is right.
I knew it was going to be a quick one.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a quick one. But you know what? We've had a couple that have gone really long lately.
Yes, we
I was like,
have.
you know what? We need a confidence boost for our friends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So there
Yeah.
you go, guys. Good work. Everybody.
Congratulations. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. No hints needed.
Now, you and I have talked about this before because where you used to work,
Right.
there was a, piercing pagoda or whatever?
Yeah. Just
Right outside.
calling out the company.
Oh, is that their name?
I think so. It was.
There was a piercing booth, set up in a kiosk or a little right outside his door, and
It's all right. To be fair, they're just doing their job. It's the parent's choice
Right,
whether or
right.
not to do it. Yeah, no hate on the company. It's themselves.
but you said that they would do that with infants, and you'd hear the
would
cries.
Scream. They would scream. They didn't like it. Why? Why do that? Like they're just screaming.
See, that was my thing about I'm not in favor because the kid has no say in this.
Yeah, like what if
you
they
know?
grow up and they didn't even want their ears pierced? It's like, well, you just caused them all that pain for nothing. Why? Like why? Why are you doing that?
The other side of the coin is, love that saying, they won't remember it.
Yeah,
You know,
I guess.
so
Plus, I've heard something about like I don't know. It's like, is this true or am I making this up? You ever have those things? You feel like you've heard this a lot, but you're not actually sure.
You're right.
It like the ear, like because they're babies, like the healing time or something is really quick, or like
it?
it's healthier. I
Maybe.
don't know. Help! Someone talk me.
Help.
Someone
Help.
get me out of this situation.
How do you feel about that? Do you think it's okay to pierce an infant's ear?
No, just wait until they're older.
Yeah, let them make the decision.
Yeah, Abby says I have to step it up. I'm off the board. I know. You remember that time you were dominating? What
Oh,
happened? What
that's
happened?
right.
Abby, were you cheating? Is that what happened? You stopped cheating? I'm just kidding.
Using YouTube Google anymore?
Diane has a good point. She says, with infants' jewelry, I'm always afraid they'll choke on it because everything goes in their mouths and they're always clawing at things to touch them. Right. And like Liam, he's always clawing at his ear. That's
Right.
just like a habit he has.
Right.
He plays with his ear. So like, how do you know like an infant's not going to play with their ear
Not
or get a
gonna
piece
get
off?
out,
And
eat it.
why don't we
Yeah.
just avoid that? And and just wait until they're a little older.
Could be.
I don't know. Just my opinion. Anyways,
Our thoughts.
congrats, Gail.
Time for today's fascinating fact. And our fascinating fact is the heart of the blue whale, which, by the way, is the largest animal on Earth. The heart is 5 feet long and weighs 400 pounds. The whale in total weighs 40,000 pounds. Now, for comparison, an elephant's heart weighs about 30 pounds, and a human heart, a mere 10 ounces.
It's just crazy. Like I can't even comprehend that. A heart that's 5 feet long. That's insane.
I know, man. And weighing 400 pounds?
Yeah. No, that's just crazy.
Got an interesting story for you as the kids head back to school. Here's a nod to taking notes the old-fashioned way. There's a new study that has found students who handwrite their notes have a higher GPA than students who take their notes digitally on a tablet or laptop.
It's true.
I can see this.
It helps with memorization.
While using a keyboard to take notes was more popular than taking notes by hand, those who took notes by hand had a median GPA of 3.2 compared to the overall average of 2.9. So,
Yeah.
there's something about writing it, right? Because I get the way you process it, or you read the information that has to go through your brain, come out through your hand.
It just takes a little bit more, like, I don't know, like comprehension, like power to like see it and then write it as opposed to see it and then type it.
Okay.
A little bit different. Because what I think it is, and I'm not a scientist, I'm theorizing. Theorizing right now.
Theorizing.
I would think because when you're writing it, you're like each individual letter, you're manually doing that. As opposed to when you're typing it, all the buttons feel the same.
Good point.
Like you are seeing that it's a Y and you're pressing it, but actually writing the Y.
He has some interesting...
You're having that personal connection with the Y.
He has some
Becoming
very
your friend. You're
interesting thoughts at times.
Why?
Yes.
Anyways, the thing that bothers me about that, though, is how memorization-based school is. So, I mean, you know, like it does help. It's unfortunate that it does, but it does help to handwrite. School should not be so memorization-based. Some people just don't have a good memory.
Yeah.
And nowadays, you might not like this.
What?
I'm not going to say the O word, but your age is significantly higher than others in this room.
Thank you. You didn't say the O word, though, so that makes it all better.
But like, you don't really need to memorize a lot of things anymore. Like if I don't remember how many ounces are in a pound, I can look it up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I can't tell you
Granted, everyone's going to be like, but what happens when the internet goes down? The world crumbles. Okay, that's just the truth. That's the truth of it all. The internet goes down, we lose all that, the world crumbles. And you know who's going to survive? The big guys on TikTok that make like knives out of like deer legs, leg bones. It'll just be them running around. And you know what? Whatever. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, the survivalists.
Yeah, if I don't make it, I don't make it. You know, I wasn't meant to live in a world really.
Have you noticed that recently? That if you lose electricity, it's like you're in the middle of the room going, "What do I do now?"
Have we become too reliant on electricity?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Are we going to change our lifestyle because of it?
No, probably not.
What were we talking about?
It's time for Would You Rather. We have 5 different questions where we ask you, would you rather A or B? All right, so here we go. Number 1.
I think my favorite part of Would You Rather is you explaining how Would You Rather works. All the time. Don't stop doing it. Sometimes when I criticize you and make jokes about it, you stop doing it. Don't stop doing it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's really funny to me.
Well,
It's just one of my favorite things.
It just goes back to my old, my
I like it.
My
I
old
like
radio days. Whenever you start something, you explain it to those that might not know, though everybody knows.
Because you want to know
Would
what?
You rather.
There's probably one person that has
could be.
never played Would You Rather. I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
So we'll
Or
keep
you
it.
could choose A or
Or
B.
B. So we'll keep it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Question number 1. Would you rather watch the sunset or the sunrise? I think I have an interesting answer for this one.
Oh. All right. Well, let me get mine out of the way.
Okay.
Sunset, because I'm not a morning person. I
Okay.
could never be,
Okay.
unfortunately.
I also say sunset.
Okay.
The reason is because I did morning radio for 38 years. So I saw, not
I saw 38 sunrises. That's it. Once a year. That's what I thought you were going to say.
I wasn't up every morning at sunrise. Saturdays and Sundays I would sleep in, but I saw 38 years of sunrises. So I'm going to switch to sunset now.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
The only sunrises I feel like I've seen are when we drive to Virginia.
that could be.
Like, I don't remember many times waking up that early.
How about when you were
in which I could see a sunrise.
How about when you were going to school or early, like in the winter when the sun comes up later?
Maybe, I guess. I don't know. I've never been a morning person, so I think I've always just hated life that early that I just didn't acknowledge anything like that.
And can you notice a difference between a sunrise and a sunset? If you looked at 2 different pictures, could you tell which one it is?
I'd have to study up. I would think only based on where it is in relation to like your everyday view. Kind of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you always watch the sunrise over here and always watch the sunset over here.
Yeah, because they're in 2 different
East and
locations.
West. Yeah. Which one? Where's the sunrise?
Sun rises in the east and sets in the west.
Can't get anything past this guy.
Nope.
Nope. Anyways, we both choose sunset.
Sunset.
Yep.
All right. Any comments?
It pretty mixed. Gary says sunset. Gail says sunrise. Abby sunset. Diane sunrise. Mm-hmm. You people with the sunrises, man. I applaud you. This morning I was like driving over here. I was like, I wish I was a morning person. Couldn't do it.
I saw somebody post the other day. They were watching the sunrise at the beach, which is beautiful. But think about it. They had to get up, get dressed, maybe have a cup of coffee.
You don't need to necessarily get dressed.
All in the dark before they went to the beach.
I just want to clarify, you're not going naked. Don't go naked. That's against the law in most places unless you're at like a special beach. But like PJs, we should make it a goal. I don't want to say soon because I don't really want to do this right now. But we should make it a goal to watch a sunrise, not together. Let's do it separately.
Okay.
Because I'm not a morning person and you'll probably be sitting there like, wow, Matt, isn't this amazing? And I'll just be like, yeah.
Okay.
But we should make it a goal to catch a sunrise at some point.
All right. Question number 2. Would you rather be locked overnight in an amusement park or in a shopping mall?
This is tough. Another one of those would you rathers where I wish I had more details. Can I ride the rides? Like, are we talking, can I use it to its full capacity? See, I don't think so.
Oh, you don't think so?
The way I read this question, if I'm locked overnight, like things are shut down.
Things are shut down. Okay.
I'm thinking I hid in the bathroom until everybody left.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
But everything's shut down. So
yeah, so I'm thinking everything's shut down and in the mall, everything's closed.
Okay.
I'm just thinking logically.
But if you're in a store because you were in the store's bathroom.
True.
So you've got the whole store you can play around with. You can bounce on the beds.
I mean, the sad truth is most places have, like motion alarms.
True.
So that's, I worked in a place in which they did.
There was a movie.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
No. Does anybody...
I mean, it's a great movie.
It was a great movie.
I thought that's where you were going.
There was a movie. I don't know if it was a made-for-TV movie or what, but years ago there was a movie about a guy who gets locked in like a JCPenney or something.
Okay.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Not JC. I mean, it was a department store that had all kind of, different, had a toy department, sports department, all that. But the thing was, the store was guarded by guard dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, they had guard dogs in there.
Crazy movie.
Yeah. So the guy had to always run around to evade the guard dogs.
That's terrifying.
Oh, it was a great movie.
Just leave at that point.
He couldn't get out. It was locked. He was locked in.
You can always get out, can't you?
Not if you're locked in.
I'm just thinking of the store I used to work in at a mall.
And there was a way to get out?
You could get out.
Yeah.
I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
I'm going to have to Google it. Maybe in the post show I'll find the...
He's going to make me watch this movie. Is it like a horror movie? That kind of sounds like a horror movie.
It wasn't horror, but it was intense,
I really thought you were going Paul Blart Mall Cop.
No.
Two different sides of the spectrum here.
All right, so my answer here, would you rather be locked overnight in an amusement park or a shopping mall? I go with the mall. Because I don't know. I'm just not a big amusement park guy,
Yeah.
And like you said, if you can't ride the rides, I mean, what's the use?
See, that's what's tough. I wish there was more detail. I wish you could ride the rides. If I'm with people, I don't know. See, there's so many things I need to know. What time of year is it?
Oh, true.
I mean, amusement parks typically summer. I'm thinking good weather.
Yep.
Like if I'm with a group of friends and it's nice out, I'm kind of thinking amusement park. I just feel like that'd be fun to roam around.
Okay.
Like you wouldn't be able to ride the roller coasters, but you could walk up some of the tracks and stuff. I don't know. It just seems fun. But we're talking like February in New England and I'm by myself, I'm going to go mall and I'll probably just sleep on one of the benches. and then the mall cop will be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I can't get out. Would you rather lock the doors?
Hey, it's Paul Blart.
It's
Paul.
It's those damn guys from the Would You Rather headquarters, man.
Yeah.
They just lock you in a room.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going amusement park.
Amusement park. All right. Number 3, would you rather lose your sense of taste or your sense of touch for a year? This could be good. Well, no, actually, it's easy for me. If I had to choose between those two, which is the basis of Would You Rather, am I correct?
You did explain that.
A or B.
Yes.
I'm going with B. I'd rather lose my sense of touch. I can't imagine going for a year without being able to taste anything.
See, but I can't really imagine not being able to like feel anything.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of an inconvenience that is. Does anyone have like a numb fingertip? Can you give me some insight here? I'm trying to find out what that would be like.
Could you could you pick up a pen if you can't feel it? I don't know.
I mean, maybe because like you could see it. I'm just thinking, when you get pins and needles, like your leg falls asleep.
True. Yeah.
Like you probably wouldn't have the pins and needles effect, but I'm thinking like you can't feel, like when you get pins and needles, like you can't feel it, like your leg falls asleep. I don't know.
And we couldn't pet Charles.
I think I'm going no taste for a year.
We couldn't pet Charlie.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone that did lose taste because of COVID. Luckily, we did not. But
yes.
But I think I'm going taste. I can't imagine not being able to feel anything.
Really?
Yeah. I know you're just a big sweets guy, big food guy.
I am.
Big food guy. Food guy Pete. That's why they call you Food Guy Pete.
They do?
Someone probably does.
They do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're still sticking with taste.
Yeah, I'd rather
have your taste.
Keep my taste and give up touch.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
What do we got? What do you think?
Sarah said your brother-in-law's fingertips are numb from when he sliced his hand that Christmas. Oh, I remember that. Such a crazy Christmas that was. We have weird Christmases, like trips to the ER sometimes.
Kat and I were in the ER one Christmas
Ear
morning.
Infection, knock on wood. There was a Christmas where like Doug and somebody else, I don't know if it was Kat, I think it was Kat maybe, they were like vomiting.
I remember that.
Christmas has just been weird.
But there was one Christmas, we were down in Virginia Beach, and it was Christmas night, right? Or was it Christmas Eve? I think Christmas
night.
Yeah.
I think.
Steven's doing the dishes, and he dropped something in the sink and broke it and ended up slicing his finger.
Yep.
So,
thankfully we had a paramedic. We had Doug, who is a certified firefighter. So he has basic EMT training. I don't know if Kat had EMT training at the time, but it's Kat, so like she was in college for athletic training and all this stuff. So it was funny. It happened and like everyone swooped in and Matt's in the corner like, I don't want to see it.
I want to see it.
Don't show me. I don't want to see it. I'm just an accountant.
So
I'll do the paperwork after.
Christmas night, he ends up going to the Navy hospital, and he still has no feeling in the finger?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, long story short, I'm choosing feeling over taste.
Number 4, would you rather date your favorite celebrity or be best friends with them?
It's an interesting question.
Okay, why?
Because, like, do you get to, like, say who your favorite celebrity is? You know what I'm saying?
You mean get to choose who it is?
Yeah, but so, like, favorite celebrity, like, right off the bat, who are you saying? Like, don't think about it, just say it. Who's your favorite celebrity?
Steve Carell.
Okay. So, like, in that case, best friends.
Oh, yeah, right.
So what I'm saying is, like, if I'm like, oh, by the way, my favorite celebrity is Zendaya, and then, oh, I choose to date her. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you ask me who's your favorite celebrity, I'm like Morgan Freeman. Maybe I still choose to date him. It's Morgan. How many people get to say they dated Morgan Freeman? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know.
The reason
I think it just depends who your favorite celebrity is.
The reason I picked best friends is because if you're dating your favorite celebrity and something goes wrong in the relationship,
true,
then it's like you got conflict there.
Yeah.
Whereby if you're friends, hey, you can tell your friend he's an idiot and laugh it off. And
I'm a little surprised that reason number 1 wasn't that you were happily married to Trish.
My name's not Trish.
So you were going to choose best friend. That you didn't break the heart of my mother. Trish.
My name's not Trish.
I was just answering the question.
I'm going to choose best friend.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I don't really know who my favorite celebrity is. So I'm just going to go best friend because no matter who it is, we're homies. We're best friends.
I don't know if I have a favorite. I have a lot that I like.
Yeah, like off the top of my head, like I don't think I could name a single one right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who right now would be my favorite celebrity.
Now, does that mean someone...
Let's all take a minute.
Does that mean someone who is, what's the word I want? Popular now? Or like...
Oh, that's true. I don't know. See, would you rather? New rule: if you're gonna make would you rather questions, get some detail behind them. Not you, because I know like you just find a bunch.
I just find the questions, yeah.
But these people that make like the would you rather websites and stuff, do some freaking work for a change.
It's like
give me a scenario.
Everybody, I see a lot of pictures every day, tributes to Olivia Newton-John, who passed away recently.
Right.
So she was a favorite of mine, but obviously she's not relevant now because she's dead.
Okay, well, that's mean. She's still relevant, Peter.
Okay.
Jeez.
So, but it's like, are we talking about celebrities that are relevant now?
That's a great point. I don't know.
Or like along with millions of other red-blooded American males, I had a crush on Marsha Brady back the Brady Bunch days.
Okay.
So, but she's not really doing anything now, So
someone needs to be doing something in order for you to be best friends with them? That's rude. That's really rude. That's low.
Moving on to number 5.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Would you rather spend the day reading or hiking? Would you rather spend the day reading or hiking? Now, this one I answer because I don't think I can hike much anymore, so I spend the day reading. So,
Fair enough.
what about you?
I don't know, like sitting here, like thinking of like hoping to be like the better the better version of myself. I'm like hiking, yeah.
I'm gonna hike a mountain.
But I feel like realistically, like if someone tomorrow is like, hey, hiking or reading today, I'd probably choose reading. Is Netflix an option? No. Okay,
Yeah.
probably reading. Probably reading. I think I'm gonna say hiking though. I think I'm gonna stick with hoping for the better version of myself. I'm gonna say hiking.
We salute you for trying to be
Yeah.
a better person.
And nobody asked me to go hiking tomorrow. The answer's already no. I'll be busy reading. But I'm going to still say hiking. Anyways.
Anyone else? Do we have?
Yeah, let's see. A lot of people said hiking. Are you guys with me, though? Like, would you realistically tomorrow, if I'm like, hey, Justin, let's go hiking, you're still going to say hiking? We'll see.
Yeah.
See, Gary's like reading. Straight up reading.
Yep, reading.
At least it's reading, though. I mean, that's not a bad thing.
True.
We're not talking hiking or video games.
Right.
Not that video games are a bad thing, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Spending time on your
Yeah.
tablet.
A lot of people said hiking.
Right.
Yep.
All right, welcome to September. I told you I had the monthly list for you here. So this is not everything that's celebrated this month, but some of the highlights. September is Baby Safety Month. It is Better Breakfast Month. Instead of Pop-Tarts, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess that makes sense with school starting.
Yeah. It's Classical Music Month. Oh, I did mention Fall Hat Month.
Yep.
It's a time when you go back to wearing felt hats instead of straw hats. It's International Update Your Resume Month, which is a good idea to always have it updated. This one I do not understand. They have September listed as Little League Month.
Okay. Somebody messed up.
Doesn't Little League start in April, May?
Yeah.
And go through June, July? And the Little League World Series, shout out to Hawaii.
I'm thinking like
That's over.
someone in April was like, hey, can you file the paperwork to make this a day? And then it just got like stuck to the bottom of something. And then finally in September, they were like, oh, I forgot to do this. Did it?
Did it.
No one thought of how like weird that was.
It is National Square Dance Month.
Nice.
Did you ever do that in gym?
No.
And I never.
Sarah did. Sarah always talks about it.
Yeah. I never could figure out why square dancing was part of gym class.
I mean, it is, a form of cardio.
I guess. Yeah.
I think they're just looking for fun ways to get kids to do cardio.
It's National Chicken Month, National Courtesy Month, National Honey Month, National Italian Cheese Month. I didn't know those.
All the other cheese, get out of here.
Yeah, right. It's National Library Card Sign Up Month. We got Liam his own library card
You
last
did that
week.
in August, you idiots.
That's
You didn't
right.
even wait for National Library Card
That's
Month.
right. It's National Mushroom Month, National Pain Awareness Month. So this is the only month we have pain?
Well, it's the only month you're aware of it.
Gotcha. It's National Piano Month, National Potato Month, National Rice Month, National Sewing Month. It's Save Your Photos Month, which I think is more of a thing now. How many people print photos anymore?
Yeah.
They're all on your phone, right? Or in your computer.
That's a good point. Maybe, just because you think of and I just think of the other day, Abby came down, she brought you a photo album.
Right.
I'm just thinking 50 years from now, someone's going to bring me a tablet and they're like, hey, can you go through these photos and delete what you want? We should just print out a bunch of photos and just put them in a shoebox. Just to annoy the people that we leave them to.
50 years
when we
from
move
now.
on. Yeah. Don't actually, I'm that person for you. So don't, I'm going to do that. You don't do that.
Abby brought these photos down that my brother had. And she's like, we don't know who these people are. And I'm like, oh, that's your cousin who lives in Connecticut.
Oh, that's
and
Susanna. She's dead. That's Fred. He's dead.
He's dead. Yeah. It is Self-Improvement Month. And it is also rather whole grains month. Sarah bought some kind of whole grain. There's all kind of stuff on the top. Seeds.
You say it like it's like how dare she bring that into my house?
Brought that healthy crap into my house.
I mean, it's like not bad on toast. Like I had it.
Oh,
it's
okay.
just it's bread.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be okay. You'll survive if you eat it.
All right. So what do you got for us this week? It is the secret sound game this week.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
I get another week, maybe 2, before I have to try to draw more pictures.
Yeah, he for some reason does not like that game.
I was never good at art class. I never was.
What I think it is, I think you have a bad taste in your mouth because it wasn't fair last week or last time we played.
He drew a much better airplane.
I'm abnormal, and now that I'm aware of it now, I didn't know this before. I'm abnormally just skillful at drawing airplanes.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
So, anyway.
What did I beat you on? Oh, the gnome. I drew a better gnome the first week.
I thought, but I still got more votes. I'm 2-0.
Oh, that's
right. I think it should be split 1-1, but,
okay.
All right, secret sound game, though.
Yes.
Now, Pete does have to excuse himself. He heard the sounds ahead of time.
Yes, that's true.
So he will not be getting a chance to play.
I did hear them yesterday.
Yes, but that's okay. All right, secret sound game, sound number 1. Put it in the chat, what you think it is. Here it is. I think the benefit is how short it is.
I'm trying to remember what I guessed yesterday.
All right, here we go. I'll play it one more time.
Okay.
What is it?
All right.
Put it in the chat.
By the way, coming up next week,
yes,
we are going to start our football picks.
Yeah, who won that? I forgot who won last year.
That's true. Who did win?
Oh,
Did you save it? Oh well,
I was doing a thing where I was like, "Who won?" I forgot who won. It was me. It was me.
Knowing full well it was him.
Yeah,
he said that. So yeah,
didn't work out. This show's live, guys. The show's live. Some things work out, some things don't.
One new thing this year is we're going to have a way for you to pick along with us.
Yes.
Okay. So how does that work? Watch the
socials. Yeah, watch Facebook. I will be posting a link. You just have to go, maybe make an account like with an email or something. Email password. You just sign up. It's free, and you're every week you can log in, make your picks with us, and there's a leaderboard. You can see who's winning.
Cool.
It'll be a fun time.
All right. So that'll start next week, but during the week, keep an eye on the socials.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so what do we have?
Secret sound game. Yep. I'll play the sound one more time just so we know what we're talking about. That's what it was.
I remember.
Abby says dropping a book. Incorrect.
No.
Incorrect. And
Good guess, though.
Sarah says a car door.
Car door.
That is correct.
All right.
That is correct.
And by the way,
car door.
Sarah was not part of the
She was not.
listening session,
not.
so she gets to play. Mm-hmm. All right.
But Abby also said car door, but unfortunately, Abby, you were not quick enough.
We have to go with what we see first.
Yes. All right, sound number 2.
Okay.
Here it is. I'm just playing a short clip.
I remember that
short
one.
clip.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yep.
One more time.
Okay.
What is it?
Let us know.
I won football picks last year. We got to decide what we're doing for number 1, the winner between you and me. Right. And number 2, I was thinking if someone beats us, if someone somehow beats me at football picks, we'll buy you some merch.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do
because it keeps track the whole season. The whole season it keeps track. Whoever wins the whole shebang. Whatever.
Hey, we got
the only difficult part. You guys have to remember to do the Thursday night game before Thursday.
Right.
That's the only drawback between doing the show once a week on Fridays.
Which always bites me with our fantasy football. It's like if I don't get to it by Wednesday night or usually Thursday morning, I get the wrong guys playing.
Everybody every year is like, Matt, we're going to take you down this year. In case you're just tuning in to the Pete Braley Show, I'm a back-to-back champ.
And the trophy will probably be back next week.
It will.
Yeah.
I take it serious, man.
He does.
It's another job. You got to pay attention to it all week, every day. You got to be watching the waiver wire.
By the way, I read that this weekend is like the most popular weekend for fantasy drafts.
It's smart if you can because it holds off the longest potential for preseason injuries.
Okay.
Yeah. So we did it a week before.
We did ours
luckily,
last
there's
week.
a week off, so it doesn't really matter. We were okay. But anyways, secret sound game. This was the sound. All right. Let's see what we had. Diane says squeaky sneakers on a basketball court. I I got so much
Yeah,
hate
you
for
got,
that.
got some hate,
Everybody was
huh?
like that. First off, I didn't make the sound, so I mean that was just rude. Everyone was like harassing the sound that I chose.
Now, when I was listening to that last week, not last week, 2 weeks ago, when I was in Baltimore, when I heard it live, I was like, I don't know what this
Granted,
is.
I'm always coming into this knowing what the sound is.
And then when you announced what the sound was and then played it, I was like, oh yeah, that could be that.
I always know what it is, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's for sure is basketball sneakers squeaking on a basketball court. Anyways, Sarah says song. Sarah, stop playing.
Sorry,
Let some other people have a chance,
That's
Sarah.
right. All right.
This is the full clip. That would have been easy, but I mean, I guess it was still easy. Anyways, last sound here.
Last one.
Last
What
one.
was the third one?
See what happens. You guys harass my sounds, and I'll give you 2 easy ones. We'll see. We'll see if this one's easy as well. Listen up. Sound number 3. Here we go. I feel like that's iconic.
Oh, I got that one.
I feel like people are gonna get that. Yeah. I need it to be specific though. Okay, so you got to be specific because it's too easy with you folks nowadays. Let's see. Justin says Velcro. No.
Velcro.
Good guess. But
good
no,
guess.
Not
Yeah.
it. Abby says pants ripping. Not it. Sarah put ... I wonder if she knows what it is. Gail says zipper.
Zipper?
Incorrect.
No.
I'll play it one more time.
Yep.
I'm genuinely shocked that it took this long.
I got that one.
You did, right away.
I got that one
But
yesterday.
one thing I will say about you heard me scrolling through the sounds, so you probably heard like a bunch of different versions of it. So you probably put them all together, and you were like, "Oh, it's definitely."
That might have
Blah.
been. Might have been.
Sarah chimed in here. Pulling duct tape. Yes.
Pulling up, yeah.
All right. New rule: Braley family members can no longer play. Sarah, the clean sweep. Yes, it is duct tape ripping.
Pulling off a piece of duct
Just
tape.
picture yourself with the roll. Yeah. There it is. Anyways,
Thank you for playing the secret sound game.
even though Sarah dominated.
Oh, I know, right?
All right.
never hit the end of this.
Moving.
Right. Question for you. Is TikTok like crack?
The only thing I can think of is the scene from The Office when Ryan is like, I love it when people that don't do drugs think everything is like crack. And then Pam's like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, Ryan? He's like, I don't know, something from your life, like sewing. That's all I can think of. Is TikTok like crack? That.
There are some Wall Street analysts that think it is, calling the platform as addictive as the drug, and even going so far as to say that TikTok will ruin the internet. Now, first of all, driving over here this morning to the new stew, Matt told me that TikTok got him last night.
Yeah, for the first time in a long time.
And this does happen to us.
I've gotten really a lot better at social media. I don't know. Maybe the things I follow have just gotten boring, but I don't know. I don't go on like for long periods of time anymore. But TikTok last night, I think it was like, I also just wasn't tired, so I didn't want to go to bed, so I just kept going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, why do they say it's going to ruin the internet? Well, according to the analysts, like crack, watching the videos is an instant high that wears off quickly, causing the user to seek another hit in the form of a new video. Okay. Now, the reason they say this is a problem is because of TikTok's popularity. All the other social media platforms are adopting a short video model,
They are. None of them are as good, but yes.
which they believe will further shorten people's attention spans and hurt the digital advertising business.
That's what they're really upset about.
Think so?
The ads.
Yeah, it's all about the money,
not
money,
the
money.
mental health of,
It's all about
everybody, and especially children.
Oh, yeah, forget that.
No, it's all about the ads.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
ruining the advertising industry.
Yep.
No, but I'll be the one to talk about mental health then. No, it's not great. TikTok, not great for that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great in terms of like, it's really entertaining, but there isn't an end. So it really
Gotcha.
challenges your self-discipline to not
Gotcha.
keep going. And TikTok's probably helping, but yeah, attention spans are dwindling down.
I did run into that video. I don't know what day it was this week, but I was watching TikTok one day, and I came across that video of the guy going, "Whoa, you've been scrolling
Yeah.
way too long."
I like the ones that aren't like, because a lot of those are the TikTok, like TikTok runs an ad where it's like that.
Yeah.
I like the ones that aren't that. Like, there's just a random creator that like made a TikTok that's like, hey, Why don't you stop scrolling? Which is just ironic because like
They want you to keep scrolling.
no, not well them maybe, but like them like they're getting a lot of hits on their video, which is like good for them.
Oh.
Just to like get you off the. I don't know. It's funny. But anyways, the Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma. Go watch it. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Social media is great. Just be like try and be a little bit more aware of what it's doing to you.
Yes.
Its goal is to keep you there as long as possible.
True.
So they're going to show you things that they know that you will suck in, you know, and it might not necessarily be good for you.
And I don't like the fact that a lot of the others are also going to a short video because one of the reasons I won't do TikToks some days, some afternoons, some evenings is because there are other people in the room.
Right.
So unless I have earbuds, I don't want to disturb them. So I go to the other social media sites where I can read it.
Right.
But now you go to those other sites and they've got videos.
Yeah. Does anybody, this is a genuine question. Does anybody even know that Snapchat has a TikTok thing?
Does it really?
I never go on it. The only time I've ever been on it is if I accidentally hit that, like the button. On the bottom, on the bottom of your Snapchat, like menu thing, there's, you know, like the main screen. To the left is your Snapchats. To the right is your stories. There's one more to the right, and it's like Snapchat's TikTok.
Wow.
I don't know anybody that uses it. Does anybody use that?
Let us know.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, just be. It is ironic because like we're on social media, and I'm telling you just be more aware of what it's doing to you.
A lot of weddings. Of course, June is the popular wedding month, but also fall weddings. We have one coming up in the family in October. Have you ever been to a theme wedding? A person took to Reddit to complain about her friend's upcoming themed wedding. As we've always said, because that's what you do now. When you want to complain, you go to the internet.
Yes.
The poster wrote, she and her fiance are extreme Game of Thrones fans. They've watched the show more than 5 times each. Their house is decked out with Game of Thrones themed decorations, accessories, and because of their shared love for the show, they decided to have a Game of Thrones themed wedding. That's a mouthful. Having a Game of Thrones theme and Game of Thrones clothing for the wedding were perfectly fine with this Redditor. They even had no real issue with the fact that it's a destination wedding. What they can't get behind, however, is that the entire wedding will be done in High Valyrian, which is a made-up Game of Thrones language. The person writes, I'm finding it hard to justify going out of my way to go to a wedding that's not even in a real language that I won't be able to understand. Now, the comments to that post were actually mixed. Some people calling the whole thing cringy, while others defended the couple, saying that they could have any kind of wedding they really wanted. You know, it's their wedding.
I mean, that part is true. You know, I guess you can't be mad if people don't go, right? You know?
Yeah, I would agree with you.
I mean, that would just be kind of a miserable day, like not understanding anything. But the truth of the matter is, it is their wedding. So, I mean, do what you want to do.
Right.
A Game of Thrones themed wedding, though, there wasn't many good weddings in Game of Thrones. A lot of them ended in death.
Was it
some kind?
The red wedding?
Yeah, that's what Sarah mentioned, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would choose Game of Thrones for theme, personally.
Yeah, you don't think of Game of Thrones when you think of romance, do you? I don't know.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of romance in Game of Thrones, but I'm just saying,
no,
like,
there was
specifically
a lot of sex
the ceremony.
in Game
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Were there good weddings? Was there any like healthy weddings in which no one died in Game of Thrones? Can anybody think of any? I'm thinking of many in which there was some sort of death.
Somebody died.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Justin said, "Did she marry her brother?" Abby says, "Matt, please have an office wedding." Nah, I don't think so.
No?
Maybe.
That could be fun.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never really thought of a themed wedding, personally. I don't know. I'm split between, like, it is their wedding. So, I mean, if that's what makes them happy, then by all means, I think they should. But at the same time, they've only seen the show 5 times through, and they understand High Valyrian, which I think is crazy.
That's something, yeah.
I mean, maybe they've seen the show 5 times, but like they've dedicated more of their life to like learning this stuff.
Googling.
That's crazy.
The language, yeah. It would be weird, though, wouldn't it, to actually sit there and you don't know what's going on?
They should have subtitles of some kind. You know?
Yeah, that
they
would
should have
be.
a PowerPoint or like a video somewhere, a video board with some subtitles for people.
Translation, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's something. Just I say, do what makes you happy, but don't be upset if people don't go because they might not.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Hey, what are the chances of this? A 16-year-old amateur golfer, Drew Rudolph, had quite a day on the course last Friday. He shot a hole-in-one. He's 16 years old. He shot a hole-in-one and then shot another hole-in-one 2 holes later. That's 2 in the span of about 20 minutes. According to the National Hole-in-One Registry, which I bet you didn't know existed, the odds of hitting 2 holes in one, and yes, it's holes in one, not hole-in-ones, the odds of hitting 2 holes in one in the same round are roughly 1 in 67 million.
Just blows my mind that anybody can get one. I just think of, and granted, they're better at golf than me, but I just think of my golf game. I never know where the ball's going to go. I can't. Yes, I aim, but like, am I really aiming? I'm just like praying at that point.
Did we ever tell the story about the last time we played golf?
Well, I don't know what story this is, so I don't know.
Doug was here. This was the weekend of Kat's bridal shower.
Yep.
So we went to the Rochester golf course, and this guy had so much. He would hit a tree.
Oh, yeah.
And it would bounce into the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
And then on one hole, he hits this shot, and it starts slicing towards a stockade fence.
Yep.
And part of me's thinking, you're going in that guy's yard. You're going. He hits the fence
Like a bullet.
and it bounces into the middle of the fairway.
Yeah. It's the loudest, like, bang. But it was so funny because I would drive it and I would literally just put my head down. I'm like, oh, here we go again. I'm bad at golf. But then you would hear it. And then I would look out. Great shot. Great shot, Matt. Yes, that's what I meant to do.
Little golf clap.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Good work, Matthew. Anyways, that's crazy.
All right, time for this week's top 5 list. And our top 5 this week is the top 5 Will Ferrell movies.
Yep.
Top 5 Will Ferrell movies. And as I always do, I always Google. Because I want to make sure I don't forget.
That's the reason I Google. I always think of some, and then I Google just to like confirm that I didn't miss any.
And also maybe to make sure he was really in that movie.
Yeah, right, right.
You get some of these guys confused. All right, so here we go.
Not so much Will Ferrell, but yes. Anyways.
Yeah. My top 5, and I had to look up the name of this because I love this movie. Number 5, I've got Blades of Glory.
And you know who's in that movie? Which I always forget about until I see that movie? Jenna Fisher, who plays Pam from The Office.
Is she really?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to go back and watch.
Fun fact.
I didn't know that.
There's your fun fact of the day.
So yeah, with the figure skating, the Olympics, and all that. So Blades of Glory is my number 5.
Mine is The Other Guys. Haven't seen that movie in a long time, but yeah, that's Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, I think.
I guess that would be my number 6. It was just below.
Yeah, luckily it's a top 5, so screw you.
Yeah. Number 4 for me is Step Brothers.
Very high. Low?
Very low.
I guess.
You put it higher?
Maybe.
Okay.
You'll have to wait and see.
Stand by.
My number 4 is Anchorman. I haven't seen it until recently.
Okay.
Pretty good movie. Funny in weird ways. Yeah.
My number 3 is Anchorman.
Okay.
Okay.
When have you seen Anchorman?
When have I seen it?
Yeah.
Years ago, I saw it.
Apparently, I wasn't invited. My number 3, Talladega Nights.
Which is my number 2.
Yeah, we just like swapped spaces on here.
I don't know. Just Talladega Nights is just so. I mean,
Weird.
dear baby
Funny.
Jesus.
Yeah. The dinner scene is hilarious. My number 2 is Step Brothers.
Okay.
Another one that's just funny and just raunchy, I guess you could say.
Are we both in agreement on number 1?
Solely for the culture shock that I think it just like the cultural like I don't know takeover that it has on this holiday.
Yeah.
It like everybody loves this movie. It's in their eyes. To me, it's The Muppets Christmas Carol. But number 1,
Elf.
Yeah.
Does
I think to a lot of people that's the best Christmas movie.
Does everybody have Elf as their number 1 Will Ferrell movie?
I don't see how you don't.
I guess the only reason you would not like that movie maybe is because it is so much in your face at Christmas time.
To the point where like I actually don't like it's not my favorite movie to watch around Christmas time just because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, right. Right.
Granted, I've seen the Muppets Christmas Carol so many times, but you get to sing along. I mean, it's just, it's Michael Caine and it's, Michael Caine and Kermit, two of the greatest, actors of our generation.
True. True.
No, yeah, Elf. I just think it just kind of has like a chokehold on Christmas.
Now, who has... Sarah has Anchorman as number 1.
She does. Elf is number 2. Step Brothers, Talladega Nights, Old School at number 5. That's a new one from from our lists here.
Yeah.
Diane says Elf, all 5. That's what I'm saying. Like it's so big that I don't think you can put it at number 1. I mean, anywhere else but number 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Gail says Elf, Talladega Nights, Step Brothers. She just put a top 3. That's it.
Okay.
Gail's like, I don't have time for a top 5.
No.
Okay, I'm a busy person.
Busy.
That's okay. We'll get to more in the post show.
All right. Do you remember coming home from school as a kid?
Do you?
And well, it's been a while.
Long time ago.
It's been a while. Yes. I used to come home and watch cartoons. Now, Diane and maybe Gail can relate to this. Used to come home and watch cartoons on Channel 38 out of Boston. But we only had an antenna for the TV, so we had to get a special UHF antenna. You don't know what any of this means.
I don't.
And you had to position it just right so you could kind of get the cartoons.
You know what's funny is I know about TV antennas from my cartoons.
Oh, okay.
Like I just remember my cartoons, them picking on the antennas and how you had to hold them.
Anyway, do you remember coming home after school and you immediately looked for a snack before dinner? It was always a battle because your mom didn't want you to spoil your supper, right? Mm-hmm. So what is it that you used to reach for a snack? Reddit users shared their favorite after-school snacks, and coming in at the top of the list, I have 2 for you. Bagel Bites and Hot Pockets. Can you relate?
I went through a massive Hot Pocket phase after school.
Yeah, you did.
Every time.
Yeah.
Hot Pockets. Mm-hmm. Not so much Bagel Bites. I mean, those were just kind of like a football snack.
Right.
Always. But Hot Pockets
Hot
for
Pockets,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
And how many times did you burn your mouth on the Hot Pocket?
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Some of the others, I went through the Reddit list here. Some of the others were Nutty Bars, oatmeal cream pies, so a lot of Little Debbie treats here.
Yep.
Goldfish crackers.
Amen.
Fruit roll-ups were big, and also Dunkaroos.
For me, it was always like a Hot Pocket or like leftovers. It was like a second lunch when I came home.
Okay. Yeah. Are we missing anything? I really can't. I mean, all of these answers, Hot Pockets, Bagel Bites, Dunkaroos, all of this is more like your generation and Sarah.
Okay. What'd you have? Like,
I'm saying I can't.
Back in my day, we still had to gather berries. When I got home from school, I went out to the forest and hunted a deer, cooked it over the bonfire.
I honestly cannot remember. I can't.
That's kind of sad.
I
I
can't.
pick on you for being old, but this.
Diane, Gail, can you?
Gail said after school snack was always cereal. Watching 38, absolutely, Pete.
Okay.
What is 38 now? I don't even know what that is.
It's.
I feel like the Revs play on the New England Revolution. Are they on 38? It's My TV, I think
Yes,
is what
that's
it's called.
it. Yeah. It's the call letters are WSBK.
So it's like somewhat of a local channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're out of Boston.
Okay.
TV 38 is out of Boston.
So still local.
Yeah.
Diane says, but she said cereal. I went through a cereal phase also. Reese's Puffs after school for sure.
For sure.
Justin says goldfish crackers. Mm-hmm. Sarah says best days were stopping at the penny candy store.
All right. Mm-hmm. Yes. We used to have a variety store. They since have had a fire. They've gone out of business. But Jackson's Variety was on the way. And we used to have, was it Fridays, Sarah? We used to stop there on Fridays.
Yep.
And every kid would be able to buy so much.
Some penny candy.
Yeah.
And a side of secondhand smoke, baby. Woo!
That's true.
A lot of people smoking cigarettes in that place.
We have some fashion news for you this week.
I know everyone comes here for our fashion advice.
They do. Don't I look...
By the way, so Abby did notice no funky shirt today.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring it up. I knew you were very dealing with your emotions this morning when it came to a funky shirt.
I debated because this would be the final Friday for Funky Shirt Friday. It's Labor Day.
There's really no rules, though. I mean, you could, if you wanted to. Not next weekend because it's football jerseys. But.
Yeah, football jersey next week. But anyway, our fashion news here. The ketchup stain on your shirt is not a stain. It's now a fashion statement. That's how Heinz is touting their new fashion collection, which features clothes with a ketchup stain on them. It looks like this. People are paying for that. Heinz has teamed up with a thrift store brand called thredUP on the Heinz Vintage Drip Collection, which offers 157 secondhand streetwear and designer pieces, each with a unique Heinz ketchup stain. The ketchup stain clothing is available through the thredUP website, which I checked out for you. At first, I thought this was a total waste of money because they range in price from $20 to hundreds of dollars because some of them have a brand name included.
Yeah.
It's like $249 for a ketchup stain on a Gucci t-shirt.
Yep.
$249. Now, at first I thought, this is stupid. This is a total waste of money. Why are people doing that? Until I read that proceeds go to fight hunger. So I guess if there's a market for this type of shirt, people want to spend the money on it, why not use it to help people?
Yeah. Which that part's cool. Diane did say ketchup stain stupid, but barbecue stain would totally rock. I mean, it would that would be fun. See, because that has like a little bit of a background. You know, that would be funny. Has Tim McGraw ever sold a T-shirt with a barbecue stain? If not, Tim, missed opportunity, man.
I know.
What are you doing? Hire me for I don't know, creative ideas.
That's a great song.
Creative manager.
Could be.
Make up a title. Hire me, man. Come on. But yeah, no. I mean, hey, it's helping people, so I'm all for it. But it's interesting.
When I first looked at it, I'm like, number one, you could create the whole thing by just squirting a little ketchup on yourself.
Yeah, but you might not be. Look at how I don't know. That's like gold standard for ketchup stain. Like if I'm gonna have a ketchup stain, I want it like that. Not like I don't know if you like drip it down.
Drips down.
Yeah, nah. That's like solid. I don't know. It's helping people. So again, yay.
Good for you. Yeah.
Diane did say, "Screw you, Matt. The barbecue stain was my idea." Well, you didn't copyright it. So.
Yeah, there you go.
You said it in my chat. Okay, this is my chat. No, I'm just kidding. You can have a cut.
Time for this week's Feel Good Friday. And as I've always said, if you have something going on in your life that you'd like to celebrate, make sure you send it to us, either in an email or voicemail. Story today comes from Spectrum One News. There's a handmade soap shop in Northeast Ohio that's not only satisfying customers with fancy soap, but also helping others in the community while reducing waste along the way. STEM Handmade Soap, which has 2 locations, is owned by Dave Willett. It takes Dave and his team 4 weeks to create loaves of soap. Yeah, loaves. They then slice those into bars. Now, sometimes when these bars are trimmed, they don't turn out perfectly. But instead of just throwing them away, Dave has been able to connect with local charity groups to make sure they get into the hands of those in need. It all fits Dave's mission for the business. As he explains, we have 3 pillars of our business. It's care of self, care of community, and care of the planet. By running a successful business, Dave has gone out of the way to make sure that he's making an impact on as many people as possible.
No, that's awesome. Plus, I mean, the first time you use the soap, I mean, there's no longer any defects. I mean, it's soap. Take the first shower and it's smooth that right out. You're good to go. So shout out to them.
And from Chicago, this is from WGN-TV. When Adam Petralia of Chicago was diagnosed with leukemia as an 11-year-old, his favorite toys were Lego sets. And he says playing with the sets helped him cope with his medical challenges. He survived the disease and now, as a 32-year-old, is helping other children in the hospital find some relief and fun with the very same toys. Through the years, Adam has created a charity group that's called Bricks of Hope, which has donated more than 1,000 Lego sets to hospitals in the Chicago area. The Lego sets are so popular that some hospitals go through more than 100 sets a month, which drives him to focus on his purpose and passion to give back. As he explains, I feel like I survived for a reason, and this is part of that reason of why I am here today. So hats off to Adam.
I love it.
All right. Brings us to today's random question before we get to Foodie Friday. Our random question is, what food do you swear people only pretend to like? What food do you swear people only pretend to like?
I'm going to say it. Potato salad.
No,
Eat your potatoes in a different way. Stop eating them like a weirdo.
Are you ever going to get over this?
God allowed you to eat them as French fries. God gave you a potato and said, make some French fries.
Make some French fries.
And you said, thanks, big man. I'm going to chop it up and eat it cold.
I'm going to put it in mayonnaise. Sarah ate the leftover mayonnaise.
Nope, the leftover potato salad.
I'm sorry.
Sarah's sitting there with a jar of mayonnaise. Oh, thank God this was left over.
Sorry. Yeah. Sarah ate the leftover potato salad for breakfast one morning. And I looked at her and I said, what are you doing? She said, well, what's the difference? I mean, it's you have home fries or hash browns for breakfast.
Yeah.
You have, else does it have? Eggs. So you have eggs for breakfast. She said, what? The only thing that makes it lunch is the mayonnaise?
No, she did it to piss me off in two different ways because she knows that the two things that irritate me the most are number one, potato salad, and number two, eating meals at the wrong time.
Right.
So she was like, I'm going to eat potato salad in the wrong time.
Yeah.
And just royally mess up Matt's day.
If you've missed it, breakfast for dinner, not a thing for him.
No. And I mean, dinner for breakfast, also weird. A
So
little
what
bit
do you-
better, but weird.
So I looked at the Reddit, because you told me you saw this on Reddit. So I looked at the Reddit feed, and some of the things they suggest. What food do you swear people just pretend to like? Sushi.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think sushi's good.
Broccoli and cauliflower.
That I kind of get.
Especially cauliflower, because I don't think it tastes like anything. Mm-hmm. Honestly,
I don't think broccoli tastes. I don't think broccoli has a good taste either. So
Okay. Well, I like the taste of broccoli, but cauliflower is just like there.
So it's difficult because the term good is relative, and I get that. But at the same time, I think there's some tastes that we like that aren't good, and then we just have so many times that we're like, this is good. So I know that's not really what the question is, but like
Yeah.
it kind of is. Broccoli, I think, is one of them, and beer, I think, is another one. I don't think beer is a good taste.
Wow. So you think people just pretend to like beer?
No, well, in the beginning, yeah. I think you drink. Everyone, there's not a single person, and Sarah claims to be one of these people. I don't know if I believe it. She said like her first beer she tasted, and she was like, "This is good," and she likes beer. I feel like every person that has their first beer, they're like, "Wow, this tastes like urine," and then, but you're like, "Well, I asked my dad for this because I wanted to be cool and drink a beer at 16.
Do you remember
So I need to finish this," and then you just keep drinking, and then eventually you just drink it.
Do you remember I remember my first beer. This would have been
I don't know if I do.
This would have been in the 1970s. My mom used to work for a doctor, a chiropractor. She was the bookkeeper. And the doc had a boat.
Okay.
So I used to clean the boat, hose it down, everything. I used to clean the boat. And in exchange for that, I didn't get paid. But in exchange for that, he would take me out on trips. I'd go out fishing with the guys.
He was like 13, hosing a boat for a case of beer.
I think I was 14.
Peter! Got him! We got him. Arrest this man.
So one time we're out on the boat, and of course, I remember it was middle of light. It was, yeah. So one time we're out there, and
That's why Doug loves it so much.
could be.
Yeah.
Everybody, all the guys had a beer, and I don't know if they offered me one or if I asked for it. I think that they were like, "Hey, you want to try it?" So I was like, or I might have said, "What does that taste like? You want to try it?" So yeah. So
That's how it always goes. And then you take the first sip, you're like, oh, delicious.
I don't think Mom ever knew, but I remember taking a sip, and I remember my thought was, and people like this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then you just drink it enough when you're like, okay, I'm used to it now, kind of thing. I don't know. That's what I think personally. Let's see. We do have some answers. Abby says kale. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Sarah says oysters. I've never had oysters.
I never have
so
either.
I can't agree there. I can't make a statement on that. Justin says fruitcake. That's a good one.
Yeah. I remember I used to make fruitcake jokes on the radio because everybody makes fruitcake jokes. And my mom actually called me one time and she said, "Why are you always picking on fruitcake? I love fruitcake." I was like, "Okay, you're the one person."
Oh, Nana. Oh, Nana. Diane says caviar. I've never had caviar as well.
Yeah, isn't that some eggs?
I don't know.
Fish eggs?
Eggs of something.
Fish eggs.
I think so.
I think
you're
it's
right.
fish eggs.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Gail says people's taste buds are so varied, but I think we can all agree that bacon is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
True. Amen.
Definitely.
Preach.
Definitely.
Preach, Gail. Preach. Anyways.
All right. That brings us to Foodie Friday. Evidently, we're a day late on this. Yesterday was National Tofu Day, but we weren't here, of course, so we celebrate today. I have heard about tofu for years, and now we finally try it. Time once again for another Foodie Friday, as this week we're trying tofu.
Tofu.
I asked Sarah, what is tofu? And she looked it up, and it's coagulated soy milk or something.
It's tofu. What's tofu? It's tofu.
Yeah, it's tofu.
It's tofu.
Yeah.
If you do hear them in the background, we do have Sarah and Liam here.
We have a lot of people to thank for this episode. We have Sarah, her cooking skills.
Mainly
were utilized.
Sarah. Yeah,
Yep.
she's the one that cooked it. Yeah.
She cooked it in a skillet, by the way. Yeah, because I know we were looking up all different ways to cook it. So, but we also got the recipe from Bree,
From Bree,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, Justin's girlfriend Bree's. So many people now on the staff. I tell you, they're all making. We have the
second we start making money,
Yeah.
we're not going to get any of it.
No,
No.
because we'll owe all these people.
Yeah, you might. Your name's in it, but me, no.
So let's see. What did Dana say? He said that tofu was good with stir fry.
Yep.
And Sarah says she's had it in miso soup. Mm-hmm. Okay, so kind of looks like croutons.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
Smells good.
Sarah
too.
did a great job.
Yeah,
round
she
of
did.
applause.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, your napkin and your fork, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
We're being so efficient
We should get like
here.
fancy forks just for Foodie Friday.
We should get our own
like
silverware.
gold forks.
Our own
or something.
china.
Yeah. We're doing this.
All right, so we have cubes of tofu. Sarah and Liam are trying it too.
I'm kind of excited.
All right.
All right. Cheers.
Here we go. Sarah, that's not bad.
Liam's eating it.
Liam
That's crazy in itself.
Wow. Now, Sarah did say, I heard her say this while she was cooking. She did say that she thought it might be like mushrooms so that it absorbs the taste of everything else.
I could see that. It's nice and crunchy on the outside. Mm-hmm. Which I mean, shout out to Sarah. Not bad. I'm pleasantly surprised. I had low expectations, but as Sarah started cooking it, it started to look a lot better, and I was like, it actually looks pretty good.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, I would give tofu, I think maybe a 7.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair score. It was pretty good. I think I would enjoy this in like we said, a stir fry or with some rice. I think I would like it.
I was really not looking forward to this, but
Nope.
it wasn't bad.
I think you're on the right track. I'm also going to give it a 7.
A 7?
I think it's pretty good.
All right.
And now,
Shall we go to our guests?
our chef first. Sarah,
Okay.
what did you think?
I think it would be better with like a stir fry
Right.
or a rice or something. But I give it a 6.
A 6.
six.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Did you like it, Liam?
J.
J.
J. Liam gives it a
J.
J.
Liam's giving it a J.
I think that's a pretty good score.
I think so.
For a 2-year-old. Almost 3.
Yeah.
A J out of 10.
So tofu actually gets a pretty good score.
Yeah. We took it out of the package. I was like, this is a chunk of Play-Doh. Like, that's what that looks like.
Yeah, it did.
It was like
did.
squishy. Like,
And you had to-
we're kind of playing with it before.
You had to squish the moisture out of it, right?
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. If I was out in a restaurant and I saw it on the menu, now I would be tempted to get it. Where before I'd be
That's
like,
bold.
tofu?
Yeah.
No, way.
No, I would consider it. No, that's a good
Yeah.
shout. I don't know if I would get it. Depends
Yeah.
depends where we're at. You know, if there's a burrito on the menu. I mean, this is an interesting place if it has burritos and tofu. I don't know.
But a nice stir fry, yeah, that could be good.
Yeah.
So if you have something you think we should try in a future Foodie Friday, whether it's a grocery we can pick up or a new product that's on the market, or a restaurant, fast food place that has a new feature.
Or a this, or that. Your list has gotten longer.
Hasn't it?
You're like, or something you found in someone's trash can that you think would look a little appetizing.
Something you find on the street while you're out for a walk.
random piece of fungus from the woods, whatever you find. A random berry that you don't know if it's deadly or not.
Yeah,
Let us
right.
know. Yeah.
Little
And we might
roadkill.
feature that on a future Foodie Friday.
You just did it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, so let us know.
I don't think we need you anymore.
We're having so many new challenges to our palate.
On a future Foodie Friday.
Friday.
I love the inflections in your voice, Peter. Would you rather where we choose
A or B?
or B? Once again, that's would you rather where you choose A. Stay with me. Or B. I love it. On a future Foodie Friday.
Pause for effect.
This guy.
Hey, that'll do it for today. Stay with us. We do have a short post show coming up where we can catch up on some chats and just hang out. If you must go, we do leave you with a thought for the day. And our thought today is lack of direction, not lack of time, is the problem. We all have 24 hours in a day. All right, stand by. Post show's next.
We back.
Hello. I cannot find the name of that movie.
The dog mall one.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier that there was a movie I can remember watching years ago. I mean, this goes back at least 30 years. There was a movie about a guy who gets, I don't know if he gets mugged in the bathroom and he ends up being locked in a department store overnight. And it's a department store that's patrolled by guard dogs. So he's always trying to avoid the dogs.
It just gets more and more interesting the more you talk about it. Let's see here. Diane says, Matt, would you like tofu in your burrito? No. Don't mess with my burrito. I like my burrito the way I like my burrito. And that's about it.
Oh, I think I found it. Oh, my God. 1973. The movie is called Trapped.
Just sounds scary.
It is a made-for-television action thriller starring James Brolin.
James.
Yeah. It originally aired as an ABC Movie of the Week, so it was a TV movie. Mm-hmm. The plot is that a man is mugged in the men's room of a department store. Rendered unconscious, he awakens late at night, long after the store is closed, and discovers himself at the mercy of 6 vicious guard dogs.
Justin says, I have to say there must be something insidious going on in that department store to have guard dogs. Yeah, it's definitely a front for like a drug cartel or something, right? Why are there dogs?
That was 1973. I don't know.
We don't need dogs. We just need Paul Blart. We've been over this.
This was way before Paul Blart and his what? Segway?
Yep. Diane says, I think beer is an acquired taste much like coffee. Can we all just agree that acquired taste means this doesn't taste good, we just get used to it? I agree. I think coffee's the same way. Coffee is very bitter. Like, it's a very bitter taste, kind of. And I know,
I guess you're
there's
right.
certain people that I don't want to name names,
My name's not Trish.
but that just dump flavored creamer into it to get rid of the coffee taste.
Yeah.
So coffee's not a good taste. We can just agree with that.
And then there's Sarah, who puts an iceberg worth of ice cubes in her iced coffee.
Yeah, so she's just drinking water. I mean, let's be honest.
That's true.
If anything, I'm the one drinking closest to coffee here. I mean, I got coffee and I put a dash of creamer in.
When I first started drinking coffee, I would have coffee with milk and I used to put.
Don't say it.
What? I used to put 3 sugars in.
So much sugar.
Yeah.
I don't have any sugar.
And I can remember being in the dentist chair when he was looking at cavities saying, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. And there was one time I had a few cavities in one visit, and after that I cut out sugar. And you're right, it was bitter, but I got used to it. So
Avi says it's the same thing as he's a great guy, but once you get to know him, which just means he's an a-hole, but probably also funny. Fair enough. That's true. That's true.
yeah, I can't argue with that. No?
By the way, you can back me up that the dentist said that I have the best teeth in the family. You confirmed it.
Yeah, I went to the dentist this week, and did you mention it on? I
mentioned it last week
on the show. Yeah. On his last checkup, our dentist said you might have the best teeth in the family.
I've been going hammy with flossing. I have an electric tooth. If you want to amp up your teeth, I'm telling you, if you still use a manual toothbrush, get out of here. Go electric. It's what the dentist. It's like what the dentist uses.
Boogie boogie boogie. I did say to her, I said, "Oh, so I understand Matt has the best teeth in the family. Not that I do, but I." And now she told me. She said, "I told him not to tell you that."
She didn't say that.
You don't remember that?
She's a liar. She just said, "I don't know. You might win the award for best teeth in the family," and then she left, and I was like, damn freaking straight. I mean, I'm the one working hardest out here. And she's making that up. She's just trying to cover up. That's what she's trying to do. I'm surprised she wasn't like, I never said that.
Yeah.
Just trying to cover it up. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's a true statement now.
By the way, speaking of movies, are you thinking about going to see a movie this weekend? Because tomorrow, September 3rd, Saturday, is National Cinema Day.
Oh.
And more than 3,000 cinemas, including Regal, AMC, and Cinemark, are celebrating by offering tickets at just $3.
Let's go. I don't think there's any good movies.
It's a one-day I heard that Jaws is being re-released and enhanced or whatever.
Why do they keep doing that? Like Spider-Man, the latest Spider-Man, for some reason it's going back into theaters. I don't know why. It's like an extended cut, I think, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We already did the theater thing. Let me watch it at home now.
So anyway,
that one's still not on Disney Plus. Sony and Disney, man, they gotta figure their crap out. Come on.
So anyway, $3 movies at maybe your local movie theater this Saturday. So
yeah. Mia says. By the way, Mia's here. Shout out Mia. What's up,
Mia?
She says my sister-in-law doesn't like bacon.
Really?
You let your sibling, I don't know who it is, but you let your sibling marry someone who doesn't like bacon. Seems a little problematic there. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
But that is shocking. There's not many people.
Unless
unless you're like vegetarian or vegan or whatever.
Yeah, right,
you know,
right.
But to not like bacon.
Interesting. I don't think I know anyone that doesn't like bacon. And
now you do.
I cooked some bacon last night to add to a dish, and just the smell of bacon makes you go, what's that?
Can you please make more of that dish next time? Man? Like, it's a good dish.
It's called a cheesy bacon tortellini. So it's tortellini with a sauce that I make, and then you add bacon to it.
It'd be good with some chicken too.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, and really, there are no leftovers, which is a red flag with him.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we have,
but I've been saying for months now, I was like, hey, make a double batch of this so there's more leftovers, and you didn't. And then now we got 2 extra people in the house. Granted, Liam doesn't eat a lot, but like he still eats some. Mm-hmm. That's less leftovers for me.
Yeah.
So no leftovers from that one last night. Very disappointing.
Sorry.
Diane before said in defense of Kat, she only interrupted the live show because you were blocking the on-air light. I am. What's funny is I originally bought it to just use outside the room as an on-air light so that, like Liam doesn't barge in, even though he probably still would.
Whenever the light's on, don't go in.
Exactly. But then I bought it and I was like, nah, it's too cool to keep off camera. But then I put it behind my head. So it's all right. We're just on. That's all you can see. We're just on it. Always. Anything else, Peter?
Bacon wrapped tofu.
Nah. I did not mean for the music to be that loud. I'm sorry. This is my warning for Pete. Like, hey, quit talking.
Quit talking. Time to go.
I have to pee.
Oh.
That's what the music means. Anytime you hear the music in the post show, it's Matt's either hungry or needs to go to the bathroom.
Needs to go, yeah. All right, so I guess that'll wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, check out the socials during the week, and especially this week, to learn how to join us for football picks.
Yes.
Right. And we'll get
big week next week. Dolphins, Patriots.
In the opening, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right, have a great week. Enjoy the last big hoorah weekend of the summer.
Yeah.
And as we always say, no matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Make it a great day. Peace. Peace, 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 peace.